Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's October the 6th, 2024, and since I've kind of been away and haven't been doing a lot of post-crossing, I thought today might be a fun day to do a little bit of catch-up. Now, I wanted to do it a little bit unusually though. I didn't want to just go and I have 19 slots that I can fill right now. I sent 3 on World Postcard Day. I had a couple that were already traveling prior to that, and so I thought, you know what would be fun? Let's start pulling addresses, and I'll keep pulling them until I get a duplicate country. So I might only pull 2 countries, or I can pull up to 16. Fingers crossed, that's not what I do. But I figured it might be fun to try that. A lot of people complain that they're always getting the same countries over and over again, and you're sending to the same places, and you want to see if post-crossing will give you a bunch of different countries. Well, this morning I'm testing that theory, at least for today, to see if it works in my favor. So if you're joining me for the first time, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. And let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I've already pulled the number that I've gotten, so I know, you don't know yet, and we're going to go through and look at the profiles, and then I'll show you the card that I selected for it. And if I only pulled a couple of them, we'll even decorate a card or 2. All right, so the first address I got was for the Netherlands. I get quite a few cards for the Netherlands, so it didn't surprise me that I got that one. This says, like many other people, I like to think digital mail is a wonderful way of communication. But I so much miss real cards and letters. I love reading, art, cooking, sports. I'm interested in architecture and history, but any card will do as long as my mailbox makes that friendly sound of real paper and card descending onto the floor in my hallway. So she has one of those mailboxes that's right in her front door. You slide the letter in, it falls in their hallway, right there to greet her when she opens the door or when she comes down the hallway to see it. So that already gives me an image of well, for me, kind of an old-time way of having a mailbox. I know I've got lots of friends in Europe that have mailboxes that are just like that. Here in North America, we usually either have a mailbox attached to the outside of our house, or at the end of our driveway, there's a mailbox up on a pole, or we're in a big community mailbox with maybe 30 or 100 other people that we just have a key to. So that's kind of how we have our mailboxes generally here. Well, the card that I selected for them, because she's like history, she's into mail and receiving letters. I got this postcard not that long ago, and I thought maybe it's perfect. It shows all the mailbags being loaded at the dock, going off onto the trucks, or being reloaded onto ships to go to other places around the world. This is from about 1930, so I like the fact that it had some history. It had mail on it, which is what she's talking about, the way things used to be versus the digital way that they are now. So I thought, great card. We'll send that out. Then I went and picked a new address. Would it be the Netherlands or would it be a different country? Well, it turned out to be a different country. It turned out to be Taiwan. And this is a 16-year-old. And he says, I wish you could send me a festive postcard like a Christmas or a New Year's card. And in March, it's my birthday, so I like getting birthday cards. I like K-pop very much, so if you have K-pop too, you can send that, and you can tell me about that. I like many groups, and talks about BTS, TXT, Stray Kids, New Jeans, and he says, I'm also interested in the culture of different countries, and thank you for reading. So at first it jumped out, likes Christmas cards, great time to send a Christmas card, maybe I'll do that. Don't have any K-pop ones, and it's not March, so I'm not gonna send a birthday card. But then I really got into thinking, what's happening here in my country? Because he talks about different cultures, different countries. He's in Taiwan, so we're on the other side of the world. Well, right now, all the colors are changing, the leaves are changing, and I just so happen to have this card that Charmaine took a picture of, Stn in Main. And so this is Charmaine Jensen's personal artwork, but it shows all the beautiful colors. And whether you're in New England or here in the Maritimes, this time of year, the trees are just beautiful. All the maple trees are changing colors. So if you go into a wooded area, a park, drive along the mountainside, if there's lots of maple trees, those areas are spectacular. So I figured maybe in Taiwan he doesn't get to see the colors like we do. So that is the card I chose. So now going back, I'm picking another profile. If I run into the Netherlands or Taiwan again, this is where it will end. So what did I draw? I drew France. So we've got another country. says, hello everyone, nice to see you. I'm 36 years old. I live with my husband. We have a little house with a garden and a lot of flowers. I like especially single view tourist cards. Beautiful nature scenery like mountains, lakes, volcanoes, exotic beaches, UNESCO heritage sites, interesting things about your country, maps, hearts, wild animals, the Little Prince, volcanoes. No more flowers, please. Astronomy, sky, sun, moon, aurora borealis, stars, earth, lighthouses, guinea pigs, or the card you choose for me. I'm a dressmaker and a designer. Please, can you write the date on your card and write in French or Spanish if you know the language? That way, her mother can also read the card. Thank you very much. Take care. All the best for you. Happy Postcrossing. Well, there were a lot of different options in there that I kind of looked at. I looked at maps. I looked at interesting things from your country, beautiful scenery, and I got stuck on beautiful scenery. I'd sent a fall card that Charmaine had did last time. Well, we're doing the same thing. These are autumn colors of New Brunswick, so you can kind of see what it looks like. This I don't find gives the true perspective of how bright the colors are. This is kind of a dulling perspective of how the colors really look. Maybe on a kind of drizzly day like this, it might look like this. But on a sunny day, the colors are amazing. So that's the card that's going off to France. And of course, I'm going to write it in French. Well, the options are narrowing a bit. So now we have France, Taiwan, the Netherlands. If we draw one of those countries, this is where the last one will come. So what did I draw? I drew Serbia. I don't get Serbia very often, so I was pretty excited about that. He says that he's a designer, an illustrator, a photographer, a problem solver, a researcher, a visual storyteller, empathy person, creator, experience collector, adventurer, traveler, hiker, book reader, lover and hoarder, coffee indulger, accepting sweets as valid currency. I really like that one. Owner of one amazing small art studio. Fun facts and other superpowers. Outlandish skill to change the bulb in the front left headlight of a Clio 3. Highly passionate about Lego, bricks, and opening gifts. Thank you, that sounds great. Left-handed, Sherlock Holmes devotee. Fluently speaking Nikon, so he's a picture taker, a photographer. Aquarius, specialized in Chilids? I'm not quite sure what that one is. Never lost his keys. Director in operations from 2020 to present. 24/7 working for one demanding little person. So I'm guessing she is also a mother. Well, that being the fact, this is the card that I'm sending. So I recently went to the Lego store in Helsinki that was closing and found some Lego cards and sent some blank ones to me. So I thought maybe this would be perfect. It is a Lego Ice Queen, and yeah. If this person's a Lego lover and I'm a Lego lover, I'm glad to share that card with them. All right, so we've got 4 countries already drawn, 4 different countries. Will this be the last one? Let's see. So the next country I drew is Austria. So another new country. Hello, I live in South Austria, pretty close to the Slovenia border, only about 12 kilometers away. And think postcrossing is a really great thing to see different places from everywhere around the world via postcards. As for the postcards, I don't have any special preferences, just surprise me, but please don't send me ugly or cruel cards or military war ones. It would be nice if you could write the date on the postcard. Sorry, not interested in private postcard swaps. I always register the card the day I get them. If I haven't registered your card, it means I didn't get it right now. Expired cards are always a sad thing. I really wish cards which are expired or not registered after a year would be registered automatically. Well, they're not necessarily registered automatically, but it does open a slot when they after a year, so she kind of does get a wish for that. Well, once again, I'm going to the fall theme. I'm being a little redundant, but I'm sending different cards. This is the covered bridge in Fundy Park, and you can see the colors are changing around it. We were there not too long ago. I don't know if you saw that video about Hopewell Cape or Rocks. We went down there when our niece and nephews were here and had a great time. So yeah, the colors were just starting to change now. They're really changed at this point. All right, because Austria was another new country, I had to draw another one. How many am I gonna get? Well, this time I drew Germany. Germany is one of the most popular ones to get, so I wasn't surprised when Germany came along, and I might spell near the end of the road. Well, this particular one says, "Hello, dear Postcrossers." They're 64 years old, and she lives with her husband in a small town in North Germany. I like traveling, being outside in nature, reading books, and working in our garden, and I often check the letterbox if there is a surprise for me. It's a dream for me to walk on the St. Jacobus Way to Santiago de Compostela in Spain. I hope to do it someday. I'm most interested in postcards with beautiful landscapes, castles or churches, St. Jacobus Way, and also cards with goats, sheep, and donkeys. Please no handmade cards. If you want to write some words in your language and translate it into English. In November and December, Christmas cards are very welcome. Thanks for all the postcards. Have a nice day. Well, this postcard, I went back to my time in Prince Edward Island this summer, and I got to tour around with Kyler and Helen when I was there for work, and Helen took me to this church, and we got a postcard while we were there. So this church is in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and so I think it's kind of a beautiful Gothic architecture and kind of a good example of some of the churches you will see while you're here in Canada. All right, back to see. Are we going to get Germany? Are we going to get Austria? Are we going to get France or Serbia? The Netherlands? Lots of options. Pulled this one. It's for Scotland in the UK. So it says, "Hello, everyone." It talks about a card that he's received from Russia, and it arrived. It was sent on June 2015, so it took a long time to get there. He's 50-something years old. He lives and works in Aberdeen. He loves to meet and speak to new people and have to way to go back to writing letters and postcards. I love to read, listen to all forms of classical music, with his favorite composers being Sibelius and Tchaikovsky. It's a hard one to say. And to travel to different countries. I especially enjoy finding out about countries' history, culture, and its people. I'm looking forward to receiving many different cards from all over the world. I'm happy to receive anything you think I'd like. Have a look at my favorites. This contains cards I would love to receive, but also some received favorites. Here are some ideas if you are stuck. Churches, temples, mosques. I'm totally in love with various styles of Gothic architecture, like that card I just sent. Lighthouses, flags, subway map cards, country maps, state maps, city maps, royalty and famous figures, old posters, travel adverts, movie, music, Soviet communist period posters and artwork, men, shirtless and erotic. Most importantly, only send views, buildings from your own country. And if you're from Finland, I love Moomins here. And then it gives a link to his Facebook so you can see all the other ones that he has. And he's got talks about how many expired cards he has as well from all the different countries based on years. All right, well, this one I thought was a little bit different. Hopefully it fits the bill for him. He wanted shirtless men, so I found these two shirtless men who were conscientiously probably sun tanning or something, and they're eating healthy. So I think it's probably telling a good message that having some fruit every once in a while might be a good idea. Hopefully it meets the bill for him. All right. We have pulled a lot of addresses already. That means there's a lot of cards to write, so I definitely won't be showing a decorating video today. Let's find out if this will be the last card that I've drawn. The next address is Ukraine. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You get into the same countries all the time. We are, what, 7 or 8 cards deep now and not a single duplicate. Christmas cards are so welcome is how they start, with a big heart. She says her name. I like sending and receiving postcards because it is so unusual in our modern times when you can use the internet for communication with people from all countries. Moreover, you can find not only bills for electricity related in your post box. Most of all, I like illustrations and paintings, some kind of color. I don't really like typical tourist cards, especially multi-view or handmade. Some tips for choosing postcards: painted cards, illustrated from books, fairy tales, illustrations of whales, moomins, Inglook, cute animals, blue cats, art illustration to books, fantasy cards, black and white street photography, people of your country, their everyday life, street scenes, people in their daily situation, funny cards, Christmas and New Year's and Easter's and all other holiday cards, tango, ballet, and other dancing, drawn, painted, city views, space, universe, planets, and stars, and other beautiful, colorful cards. In September, I'll be glad to receive birthday cards. If you don't know what to write, you may write your dream, your favorite quote or poem. Thank you for all your cards. Happy Postcrossing. Well, this one, I did go with the Christmas cards because she said she loves Christmas cards. And it has a cute polar bear on it. And it's textured. You can see the snow particles or whatever they're on there. It has a dash of color on a white card. I think this checks a ton of boxes for her. And I think it's just a happy card that she's gonna receive in her mailbox. Well, let's draw another address and see if it will be the last. The next one we I drew, was Germany. So it is going to be the last one. We've got now 2 going to Germany. This particular one says, hello. She's originally from Hong Kong. She's studying computational linguistics in Germany. So coming home after a long day of class and getting postcards makes my day. I've been sending postcards to friends since I was a kid. Throughout every trip I took, receiving postcards is also a joy. I like stamps a lot. It is very fun and interesting to collect stamps from all over the world. So show me some pieces of your country through stamps if you can. I'll be very grateful. If you're interested to know what I like, otters, penguins, cats, hedgehogs, chickens, possums, animals in the forest, Sanrio characters, paintings, art pieces, landscapes, and memes. Here's some of my favorite movies, Happy Together, After Sun, and Out After Dark. Feel free to write anything you want. If you have no idea what to write, I'm so grateful to receive your postcard fully covered in different kinds of stamps from your country, or you can tell me a city you want to visit. So there we go. Well, it had to be a hedgehog. So I thought about sending a polo card, but I had this really cute card, and so that's the card that's going off to Germany. Well, there you go. We've picked all the cards that we've got. I've got a variety of countries. I may have debunked somewhat of a myth that every time you go and pull an address, you get the same country. This isn't the case all the time. It may be the case some of the times that happens, but today it wasn't for me. Well, I have a lot of cards now that I have to fill out, decorate, write. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. This video's been long enough, so if you want to see a decorating video, you'll just have to stick around till another time when I do one. That's it for today, you guys. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?